because obviously some students don't work well together.
Yeah.
So I'm a teacher, I decide, you sit there, you sit there, you sit there. If there's no seating plan, it's a problem. So you have maybe all the boys at the back, all the girls at the front.
That's the same everywhere, I'm afraid.
Yes. Yeah. Their reader. Now your reader will be reading lots of stories that day. If your story is thousands and thousands of words long, chances are it won't be read in its entirety. Okay? I don't want to limit your creativity, so if it does need to be slightly longer, fine, just bear that in mind. Okay? This is what I expect. This is what success looks like. So I asked them to write an essay on Shakespeare to finish that particular topic. So I wrote them a mini essay to show them what I think is a perfect essay, and teacher modelling, and then based on this, they do some planning. Jess's planning is very organised.
And then they produce some sort of work based on what they do.
Exactly. 150 students.
At 12 and 13.
Yeah. Jess is a very bright girl. She's perhaps not typical of every other student. Subject knowledge in Spain was very good, particularly colleagues that I worked with. They had a great understanding of English and a great understanding of teaching, but the methodology was very, I found it old-fashioned. I thought the expectations of the students were different. Okay, at the moment we're talking now and the students are working independently. Usually in a typical class, I'd expect a lot of work, I would expect absolute obedience, no talking over me, no disrespect. I didn't, yeah, absolutely. I didn't always encounter that in Spain. Some classes there were conversations in different parts of the classroom. The teacher didn't always seem to have full control of the class, whether it was voluntary or involuntary. I think that the textbook approach is interesting. It's not something we do in our classrooms now. But that changed very recently. 10, 15 years ago, if you were standing in the classroom, you'd be seeing something quite different. More teacher-led textbooks, less creativity. I think teachers now are expected to be very creative in the UK, particularly young teachers. That's why head teachers employ us. What are your ideas for teaching this subject and this subject and this subject? It's not enough now to say, here's a book. Teacher sits down and then 30 minutes later say, okay, what have you done? We have to work harder for, the expectations of us are more.